we was on the living room watching TV, tracking the storms and stuff like that through the Metroplex, you know. They say on the TV, Blue Ridge is in tornado watch, you know, take shelter. When I went outside, we were gonna take shelter. When we went outside, we didn't have time. It was so fast that we didn't have time that we were outside. I was outside on the phone talking to my uncle. And she goes, get inside, what you doing outside? And I looked back, I saw in the corner of the house from the north, I saw the tornado drop to the ground. And I screamed at her and said, get on the restroom, check shelter is coming. That's all I remember saying. And it happened so fast that I could just grab pillows, blankets, and tell the kids to get in the tub. And she was in there too with the baby. And I tell her that, you know, to take care. I ran back and she goes, where you going? Come back. And when she said that, we got struck. You know, the houses started flipping over like 5-6 times. You know, I was rejected from the kitchen window and throw me off 400 feet away from the property that they were at into the neighbor's property. And I heard screaming from them, from my son, from my daughter, and from my other son, from her. Help me, Dad, where you at? Screaming. And me personally, I didn't know where I was at. I knew my shoulder was broken. I knew my ankle was, you know, swollen. Felt like dislocating my knee. I was limping, and I have a cut in my right side, on my left side of the stomach. But I didn't feel nothing like that. I didn't feel no pain. I didn't feel nothing. But I still heard them screaming. When I was getting closer, because I was jumping fences, you know, try to get there where they was at. And I heard she saying, do you have the baby? I said, no, I don't have the baby. And she goes, I don't have the baby. And she goes, look for her. Find my baby. So I started looking. You know, I couldn't find her. I thought she was inside. So what I did, I just ripped the front door. I remember ripping the front door. I don't know how I did it, but I grabbed it and just ripped it off. It was already loose, but it was jammed, so I just ripped it off and jumped inside the house where they was at. Then talked to them and they were okay. And she goes, I'm okay. I can't move. My arm is broken. My leg is broken. And then my son was crying, saying, Dad, I can't move. My arm is broken. You know, and she goes, don't worry about me. Find my baby. I don't have it. So I got my youngest son and got him out. And I said, and when I was going out, I found a set of keys to the car and my phone, called 911 and everything. And it started raining pretty bad. And she was like, did you find my baby? Did you find my baby? I said, no, I haven't found him. She keep searching, and the baby was just laying down outside, about maybe 10 feet away from the place they was at. You know, she was still unconscious. She was still alive. I didn't know what to do. You know, she was like, did you got my baby? I said, yes, don't worry about it. I found your baby. She's alive. She's alive. And she was like, and so I run to my neighbors. I saw my neighbors come out. I had the baby in my arm. Like I said, I didn't feel no pain. My son told me, Dad, you have a big cut, you bleeding. I told him, no, I'm not bleeding. You know, I'm not bleeding. I don't have anything. Don't worry about me. I was like, yeah, you do. And this is my 7-year-old son. It's like, you can even see with one eye, because my eye was pretty sold up. I was like, nah, I'm good, I'm good. And I saw Miss King, that's her name. And I tell Miss King, please, I beg, please take my baby to the fire department, please. And another neighbor showed up, and Miss King goes, take me to the fire department now, because I'm taking the baby. And they took the baby to the fire department, but the ambulance already on their way on 981, about to turn on 670. The report that I got from the ambulance saying that the baby was still alive, still breathing. She got CPR, but they couldn't do nothing about it. You know, she was hurt. So when I turned the baby to hers, I just went back and tried to get them out, because I had to go get them out, because they were trapped. If I made a bad move, it was their life too, because the roof was falling. So a couple of neighbors, they just got them out, and when I received a call from Miss King, she told me, Daniel, you need to come up here. It's about your baby. I didn't know what was going on. So I told the neighbors that they were helping me and take them out where they were at. Plus, the fire department, they're already out there and everything. And I went to check on the baby. I drove the car where the baby was at, and they told me she had passed away, that they were sorry.